Okay, what we're going to talk about today is some things that we've learned as an organization to help people get stuff deleted from their credit report. We're just going to tell you free of charge, just some tips if you're going to go at it alone. Yeah, these are some of the things that we've learned. We do thousands of people a month. Some of the things that we've learned help people get things removed from their credit report. So I'm going to go over 7 things real quickly that will drastically increase your deletion ratios. Ours are over 3/4, 75% of stuff deleted. So, where the average person is not going to see that much. Number 1, never dispute online. If you're disputing online, you're most likely your information is going to get routed to India or Jamaica, something like that, and it's where computers are talking to each other and pinging databases and just verifying things. And a lot of the things on your credit report are so fragile that actually works sometimes, but not much at all, and it's not reliable. You want to get your disputes in the hands of a person. That's where you're going to get deletion. Anytime you get out of the machine world that they have and into physical paper world, you end up getting more deletions because they just can't handle that type of stuff. Anything automation is when things get verified. When things aren't automated and a person has to review something, that's when things get deleted. And we'll get to why that's important in a second. Number 2, the comment boxes, the little 100-word statements where you get to tell your side of the story, are a complete waste of time. You're actually digging yourself a deeper hole by saying, well, I was late on this, or I did this, but this is why, what happened. Not to be mean, but nobody cares if they don't care if you were divorced, or if your wife left you, or if medical bills, or for whatever reason you got behind on your stuff. No mortgage broker or somebody seeking to give you credit is going to take that into consideration and go, oh, well, so those things, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole by actually kind of admitting to the things. Don't ever fill those out. Number 3, and write this down, go to annualcreditreport.com. That's where you get a free copy of your credit report. The government, the reason these things get deleted from your credit report is because you have rights. And one of the rights they give you is a free copy every year. So if you go to annualcreditreport.com, you can get a free copy of your credit report. You can also download a form called a CRA, a credit request authorization, mail that in, and they'll give you back physical copies if you can't figure it out online, because it's kind of difficult to do online. So either way, go there. Don't go to Free Credit Report or those other places. They get you on a monthly plan. It's not what you want. Annualcreditreport.com is where you want to go. If you get, this is a little bit of a tough one. We use legal letterheads, and because we just want to stand out and try to get into a different stack of disputes back there to where we're going to get more deletions. And obviously using a legal letterhead is a little different if it's coming from a lawyer that's representing Bob Smith than if it was coming from Bob Smith. If you have any access to a legal letterhead, put it on that. You're going to find that you're going to get into a different stack and be taken more seriously. Another thing we learned when actually some of the employees at credit bureaus were under deposition on why some things get verified and some don't, they said, to quote, 4-letter words. If a customer's writing a nice letter, hey, I want to dispute this allegation and that allegation on my credit report, it doesn't work as much as if someone's upset and angry, and they'll find themselves in that better stack of people that are going to have a human being go over things and try to verify these things, and which is going to result in more deletions. So when you type up your letters, be aggressive in your language. It's very important. Number 6, this works as of November 2008. This is kind of why it's good to work with a company, because we're on the cutting edge of what does and doesn't work. Pink fonts. When your disputes are opened up back there, it's read by a big machine that automatically reads it and decides where to go. It cannot at this moment read pink fonts, certain pink fonts. So if you just type your letters in a pink font, as crazy as it sounds, you're going to get pushed off to the side where a human being has to look at it and decide where you need to go. Every time that happens, you're going to get more deletions. Use pink fonts, as crazy as that sounds. It works as of, like I said, November 2008. And the biggest thing is be persistent. The reason why certain companies can get an average deletion ratio of 75%, like we do, some people have all their things deleted, is because you're persistent. It's the biggest thing. A lot of times they're going to send back right away, they're going to verify the information, and that's not the end of it. Our second letter comes back and says, well, produce for me the name, number, and physical address of the employee who verified this information so that we can take this to the next step. And then even the third step of maybe going after the creditors and saying, hey, you no longer have the buffer zone of dealing with the credit bureau. I need to see the I need to verify this information. And only when you make them go through those different levels of a process, you're going to that's when things really start to happen. So if it's something that you're looking to do yourself, congratulations. These people aren't worried about, I always tell people, don't feel bad. They're not cutting you slack because of, if you, like I said, if your wife left you, if you lost your job, or they cut your overtime or medical bills, they're not cutting you any slack. I wouldn't cut them any slack, because what's up for stake here is hundreds of thousands of dollars in added interest. So be aggressive, get out there and make something happen. If the process is overwhelming and too cumbersome, I know our company now has for $39, payments as low as $39. Well, we'll do this for you, and you have somebody that's been doing it. You'll have a team of lawyers, and you'll have somebody that's been doing it that does it thousands of times a month, and learns things about like the pink letterhead, and is on top of that. So, but either way, no matter what you do, best of luck and congratulations on being one of the proactive people that are gonna fix their situation. I promise you, either way, you're gonna be happy that you did something. You're gonna see some results. Good luck.